Guten Morgen, liebe Geschwister. Ich werde heute auf Englisch reden, damit ich mich total gut ausdrücken kann, okay? So today I'll be speaking in English so I can express myself fully. Who's feeling a bit sad today? No, it's okay. Anyway, I was just thinking here when I sat down, how long was it the first time since I came to stand on this stage? Any guesses? How many years? 3. Okay. Yeah, it's the first sermon. The first sermon I gave was, I think, in 2020, but then that time I think I already mentioned it. The first time I stood here was 21 years ago. When I was 13 years old, I sang a song with my cousin. So no one noticed I was gone for 16 years. It's okay. We'll be gone now for 2-3 years, so no need to feel sad. It'll go by in an instant. Anyway, I think there's lots of amazing things happening. So let's not have a sad or sorrowful day. It's a great day today. Right, I've got the clicker somewhere in my pocket. It's the last sermon for a while, but no worries. There'll be, future opportunities as well, so let's not be sorrowful. But nonetheless, I'm giving this sermon with the heart of kind of what's the last thing, the thing I want to express for the next 2-3 years to keep in mind. And I stumbled upon the speech from True Mother on 2012, September 17th. I think this was at the Songhua or just after the Songhua ceremony of True Father. And we just read this as the Hundoke a moment ago, and there were 4 different things that True Mother emphasized. What's the way forward? What are the things we'll be doing and we need to focus on? The first thing True Mother emphasized was that true parents have established the tradition of love and heart, the tradition of the word and the rules and regulations, and the tradition of the culture of heart. And specifically, Hundoke is the encapsulation of all these things. That's the first thing. We must value the tradition of true parents, the tradition of love and heart, the tradition of the word. So we should study Hundoke. We need to connect to our Heavenly Parent and connect to the vertical, and ourselves live and practice a culture of heart where we love and serve each other. Sometimes it's always the message, we need to do Hundoke, but I think we remember True Father was always reading Hundoke himself every day as well. So, and I think everyone is thinking, okay, well, when I go to spiritual world, it'll be a bit nicer. But I think True Father said we need to continue studying Hundoke in the spiritual world as well. So there is no escape. You can run to Korea, but you'll have to do Hundoke. Secondly, is the ideal of the blessed family. So that we love our spouse, we love our children, and we give everything we have for our family, and become a place where we have love, and we have a tradition of attending heaven together as a family, and this expands. Then, next is the completion of Chonilguk, and it's saying that the completion of Chonilguk, True Mother said, the completion of Chonilguk in heaven and on earth becomes possible when tribal messiahs fulfill their responsibility, which is to share the word and the blessing with their tribes, and not just do that, but live for the sake of others. Shortly, I want to get caught on this one, especially this one becomes possible. The completion of Chonilguk becomes possible. In other words, it's not possible unless tribal messiahs fulfill their responsibility. Who has the mission of tribal messiah? Okay, I see a couple people, hands in the air. Yeah, it's all of us, right? It's not the true parents. They're on... Ooh, that looked expensive. True parents, they did their mission on another level, but it's our job to become the messiahs, the ones who love and spread the word and pass the blessing on to everyone around us. True parents said that tribal messiahship is the greatest gift we have, that the greatest blessing that true parents have given us, that God has given us. And truly the establishment of the kingdom of heaven is only going to happen if we fulfill our responsibility. Yeah? We wish, okay, maybe true mother should do something, but no, that's not what true mother is saying. Or true father in the spiritual world should do something. No, it's us. It's not Tony and Lizzie. It's not me or Jonghae. I mean, it's all of us. But it's never another person. It's always I myself have to do this. So, what's the fourth thing? We will create a community based on the culture of heart. So essentially, a life of giving and living for the sake of others. And yeah, anyway, this is a moment when I feel that we're leaving. I feel like we're leaving with a very full heart. When I'm looking at all of you, we're taking a lot with us, and we could feel this very practically. Yesterday, we had to empty our apartment, to give it away, and many of our things were given to brothers and sisters, and most importantly, who has moved in the past 10 years from one apartment to another? Okay, about half of the people here. So you realize how much effort goes into moving things, and we were also reflecting it's impossible to do this alone as a family. So we had, amazingly brothers and sisters who were really giving their, I would like to say blood, sweat and tears, but I think it was just sweat yesterday, fortunately. Their sweat, we had Günther, we had Matthias, Samuel, Rebecca, Mathieu, we had Stephen Winter. Am I forgetting someone? Chuan was also with us, until the end. So, brothers and sisters helping us out, and we recognize how amazing it is having someone, like what a blessing it is to have brothers and sisters like this, where we help each other when we need. So that's truly the community based on the culture of heart, of life of giving and living for the sake of others. So sometimes it takes a practical form. So, these are the 4 things True Mother is asking us to do. First, to treasure the tradition of love and heart, tradition of the word, form ideal blessed families. As blessed families pass on the blessing, become tribal messiahs who share the word and the blessing and live for the sake of others. And together, all of us, we create a community based on the culture of heart. And all of this is for the purpose of offering great glory to heaven and to true parents, and to instill great hope as we stand before the world. Great glory to heaven and to true parents. Now, everyone is saying, what does great glory mean? Sometimes I feel like when I hear the word glory, I think of like this Handel's Messiah. It's like, how does it go again? Okay, I'm not going to sing that. I'm not high pitched enough, but it's something like boop, it's something very high. But I think what glory really means in this context is joy and sense happiness, because or even liberation. I think this is all contained in the concept of glory. You are released. You are happy. So this is what we are trying to do to our Heavenly Parent, who is waiting for everyone to come back, to be, not just in glory, coming as a king, but to finally be received as a parent, to be free of the chains. Same for true parents, that they can finally rest. I think True Father was always saying that he will go to spiritual world with a feeling of longing for something, with resentment, if he cannot live in the kingdom of heaven on earth for one day. So that is, I think, what we trying to bring glory, liberation, joy to our Heavenly Parent and true parents, and also when we do this, we give hope to the world. And right now it feels that the world is really devoid of hope. Many people feel there is no hope. Families are saying, young couples are saying, okay, we don't see hope for the world. Why should we have children in this world when there is no hope? It's such a sad, miserable world. So what we are bringing is a message of hope. So let's keep it as such. Okay, so that's a kind of reflection on what your mother has told us to do. And I already mentioned it shortly. Who is the central figure of this dispensation of the providence? I'd like to always say, it's Tony and Lizzie. You know? They can do it. Tony and Lizzie, they can do it. I can support them a bit, but they'll do the main stuff. Or maybe it's going to be Michi. Okay. Fingers pointing one way or another. It's that person. Is the central figure of the dispensation who's going to do all of this? Is it going to be Aki, Elie, Derwin, Ellie, Matthias and Hannah? Yes. Yeah. Just them? No. It's the mission, the central role of liberating our Heavenly Parent lies with each person in this room, each one of us. And as we mentioned, it's not possible. It's not possible until each one of us takes on this role. Yeah, and sometimes it feels like, okay, we're happy with our everyday life, and it's, things are comfortable. What are we doing for God? What are we trying to do as a community, as individuals, as blessed families? And sometimes I'm sometimes reminded, or as I was preparing for this sermon, I was reminded of the situation of the Exodus, when the Israelites were called to leave Egypt and go to Canaan. And, there were some of the Israelites, they were, during the time in Egypt, or even after they were in the wilderness, they were thinking, oh, Egypt was pretty good. We had nice fruits there, good stuff to eat. It was comfortable. It was nice. Why are we going through this difficulty of packing all our stuff, having brothers helping me empty my apartment and drive them with a van to another place? Okay, no, I didn't mean to be that figurative, but that we're going through all this trouble and we're going through the wilderness. We don't have tasty fruit in there. We only have this manna and quail. Oh, almost as bad as the food in Chompiong, No, I love Chompiong food, actually, except the bread and the jam. That's coming out of my ears after 40 days. But, they were, still in the end, many of them, they were willing to do that. They were willing to go to Canaan. They were willing to sacrifice some of their comfort. They were willing to sacrifice some of the most luxurious comforts in their life for the sake of freedom. Freedom externally and internally, right? And the way I see it, that's what we are doing as well as a community. We are we're expanding Canaan. We're expanding a realm of internal freedom, a realm of external freedom. The world we are trying to build is something, we characterize it in a world of freedom, peace, unity, and happiness, right? In the fourth family pledge. Freedom. We're all yearning for freedom. That's what we're building. That's what we're doing. But it will not come if we do not wish for it. It will not come if we do not work for it. It will not come if we don't inspire others about it. I chose this picture somehow as a kind of, yearning for something. And let's come up, I came up with a short story about this, everything starts with this yearning for somewhere, to get somewhere. Now, I'm not going to talk now about Korea, us going to Korea, but for us going to Canaan and wanting to build the kingdom of heaven starts with us yearning with all our heart, all our mind for that goal, to live in that place. Not in a necessarily physically going somewhere else, but here establishing it in my own life, in my family, in our community, in Vienna, in Austria, in the world. Starts with that. And there'll be some people, let's imagine we're on this island together, and someone is yearning for that place far away. And some people being like, yeah, it's nice, but, is it enough to just yearn for it? Well, there may be someone courageous enough to, okay, I'm going to start swimming in that direction, but then, you swim for a while and recognize, my goodness, it's a long way, I'm not going to be able to swim there. So, if you're very short-sighted, maybe, worst case, you'll drown. Luckily, you'll get back to shore and be like, exhausted. Do you give up? I couldn't make it by swimming. Oh, it wasn't a short-term project. The goal is a bit further away than expected. Do I give up there? Or do I start building a raft? A boat? And that takes time. Building a raft, building a boat that's strong enough to carry us there. Takes trial and error unless you're a professional shipwright, right? And I see our community is such a boat, a ship, if you will. It takes time, takes effort to build it together in order to sail to the promised land, if we will. Oh, we're starting to sail, but there's a leak. Lizzie's fault. Tony's fault. Antto's fault. No, who's the nearest person? Patch it up. Fix it. You get what I'm saying, right? It's like, as a community, we're all together in this boat. It's all of us together who are trying to get to the promised land. And only if we work together can we get there. Now, it's an arduous task. Building a boat or a ship or going to Kingdom of Heaven. It's a difficult task, right? Some brothers and sisters in here have tried for 40, 50 years to bring us there. Many of you, the first generation here, joined thinking, okay, good, we're going to do this. It's just going to take a couple of years and we'll get there. True Father was maybe saying at different times, in 3 years, in 7 years, and be like, yes, let's go for it, let's do it. We're still not quite there, but we still keep going. It's a difficult task. But the good thing is we are not alone. I'm not alone, even in my tribal messiahship. True Mother said that True Father and spiritual world will be with us. And, realistically, we have each other, right? The person sitting next to you, we're working together. Yeah, you can look at the person next to you if you'd like to. Okay, some people even trying to choose, I want that person. Yeah. We are together. And just now we saw the choir singing. Who's the best singer in the choir? Well, maybe the most professional one is Michi, right? I'm not saying he's the best one, but he's maybe the most professional one in a certain sense. There are others great. But could Michi alone produce what the choir just did? And Michi is saying, nope. I think his sister behind him was like, maybe. But I think, no, the reality is right, no. It's only when we come together. And even, I don't know. I think I was also part of the choir with Atsuko-san at some point when she was doing things. I think they muted me in the final thing because they figure it's, Uncle Tony says it's not true, but I have my suspicions nonetheless. But I'm not a great singer at all, I feel. But, together, even if I'm a normal singer, I could contribute to something amazing. And, even better when we have people who have trained their voices and practiced together, you get something so beautiful that really touches the heart. So we as a community, we're even more people than in the choir. What can we do together? So much more than one person can do. What can we do together? Can it be even more amazing than this song by 10 people? Well, maybe not, but we can do something amazing, I feel. Do you agree with me? With the different characters, the different personalities, different talents. If we work together, what can we not accomplish? We can do so much together. And really keep in mind, today we'll have I think after this we'll have a handover ceremony of the community leadership, but keep in mind it's the leader alone is limited. Leader alone can do nothing really. It's only when all of us are doing something together. I feel me and Jong here, we were so limited in what we could offer, and I want to apologize also for that we had our shortcomings. But we felt that we were saved by brothers and sisters. We were standing on the shoulders of the first generation of Lizzie and Tony, of course, who'd laid the foundation. We could stand on that. We could build on that. We got support on everything that we did along the way. We were working together. We were just one part in the tapestry, but it's all together that we could do great things. And the same thing is what's going to happen now going forward. It's going to be an amazing picture. The color of Antto and Jong is going to maybe fade out a bit for a while. Maybe we'll come back into the story at some point, but the variety of colors that's going to continue painting this image is amazing. So I really look forward to seeing this community, if and when we come back 2 or 3 years later, what will be happening here. So, and it doesn't mean that you're going to empty your bucket into the community and you're like dead after nothing, no energy for other things. Bring your own paint in a bit, here and there. On one day you feel, okay, I can put a bit more paint in this community. I can do a bit more paint in this mission. And that'll be enough. That'll be great. Don't underestimate the value of the small contributions. Together it sums up and it accumulates over time. We can do so much. So let's unite. Let's work together and let's seize the day, brothers and sisters. I want to conclude with a final prayer, if that's okay. Unless something like this is scheduled in the program, our prayer. I can pray, okay. Jong, do you want to come up together? Let's pray. We want to say a prayer for our brothers and sisters. Our most beloved Heavenly Parent, our dear true Father in the spiritual world, our beloved true Mother on earth. Your treasure is here in this hall. The most valuable thing you have is in this hall here today. Beloved Heavenly Parent, dear true parents, if you're here with us, please look at everyone in this hall today. I know you're looking at everyone with a heart of a parent, with gratitude, with hope, with love, knowing the unique preciousness of each person in this hall. And Heavenly Parent, we come in front of you with a heart of repentance and apology on a personal level, that we in the past 2 years could not do more for you, Heavenly Parent. That as community leaders, we had shortcomings and could only do so little for your will, Heavenly Parent. We know your time is short. That True Mother's time is short on earth. And each year counts so much. Each month, each day counts so much. And when we look at what we've done, we feel sorry in front of you that we have not done more. That we did not use our time better and be more efficient. But Heavenly Parent, we offer you our efforts and our heart from this time. And we want to pass it on, knowing that it's time for all of us to together continue building. It doesn't matter really what's happened in the past. What counts is right now. What counts is the future, what we can do tomorrow and today. So Heavenly Parent, we ask that you be with this community, you be with each brother and sister, with each family here, with the entire Vienna community, that you be present here. We want to invite you, your heart, your spirit to be here. That these halls become a place where your spirit is felt, where it's tangible, where it can be sensed, and that you can fill it with your blessings, that you bless the new community leaders, that you bless every brothers and sisters here who is ready to continue walking forward in your name. Beloved Father, beloved Mother, we are so grateful to you for the countless blessings you are giving and continue giving. Again, we have the opportunity to receive the special grace from you in the coming month. And together, true parents have invited us to together open up the Chonwongung. It's a place that externally looking looks just as like a wonderful palace. But we should ask you in prayer, Father, Mother, what does this mean for you internally? What does this place mean for you? I think it means for you just as much as it means for us. Only if we cherish the Chonwongung, only if we unite with Mother, if we offer our hearts in our daily life, we work together with Father in our daily lives, only then will Chonwongung really fulfill its meaning. Only then will it really be meaningful. And so, Father, I pray that we can unite, that we can recognize the goal, the vision that you are trying to get us to, and recognize the 4 parts that True Mother wants us to fulfill, to honor and cherish your word, your tradition, to form ideal blessed families, to become tribal messiahs who expand, to spread the message of hope, who spread the blessing everywhere we go, and together that we unite and work as a community to bring more than we can do as just one person, as one family. So Father, I pray for your blessings. I pray for your blessings. I pray for your blessings on this community and all brothers and sisters in it. Beloved parent, we leave things in your hands and in the hands of our brothers and sisters here. In attendance of Holy Mother Han and in gratitude, we pray and report this in the name of Antto and Hassinen, a blessed and true family. Aju.